The first critical decision they better face is the selection of site itself. Site is so crucial today. It's becoming such a big cost item in project budgets. It breaks more project budgets for us than building costs ever do. First becomes municipal requirements and excessive municipal requirements as more and more municipalities tell you what you're going to build and how you're going to build it. And that has cost implications. Then there's the situation for utilities. Are the utilities adequate? Is the site big enough? Will it handle the parking? All of these site development costs are becoming intrusive and difficult to deal with and often not predicted well and found out late in the game, and often going back to the well for more money from the financing company becomes the only option, and it's never a good one. Oops, I guess I should just go right into the second one, I guess.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Probably the second biggest decision they need to make is, as they build their team, the first person they're going to select is their architect, and they have to choose between a veterinary architect or a local architect. There are certain advantages to each. The local architect being readily available for quick meetings makes it easy to discuss your project with that architect. Certainly information technology has made that a lot easier for us who practice at distance, and sending PDF files and being able to have teleconferences has made that a lot easier. So the big advantage, obviously, of the veterinary architect is the familiarity with the building type and the experience of hundreds of buildings, and bringing other examples from other projects to the veterinarian's attention when they tell us how they perhaps want to solve a design problem. We can ask them, did you ever consider it this way? And show them examples of several different options for a particular design solution. Codes used to be an issue, but now we're under the International Building Code almost universally in our country, so all architects in all locations are saddled with the same code requirements regardless of location. Then the third issue is most likely building costs and dealing with the whole issue of budget. There's three major cost line items that we have to consider in any building project. The first are owner-managed costs, and these are easy to forget about. Business systems like computers and telephone systems have to be budgeted for. Financing costs for the construction loan. It's an interest-only loan, and it can be $70,000, $80,000, or $90,000 added to your loan that you'll pay over the course of construction. The owner also has to pay numerous other costs, lawyers and such, that they need to budget for: project management costs, additional staffing costs, and they often forget about these and have to take them out of cash flow. The second big line item is the site development costs that I talked about in site, and budgeting for landscaping and for parking lot and for hydrology and drainage and for a landscape architect and a surveyor and geotechnical analysis to determine the most efficient structural system. You can choose not to do geotechnical or soils borings, but your structural engineer will over-design the foundation, and that can cost you tens of thousands of dollars more than the $2,000 or $3,000 to do an investigation and find out. Then the final item in budget is the actual building construction cost itself, becoming more easy to predict due to a lot because of veterinary economics and the research that they've done, and bringing a lot to bear in terms of making us all better informed about geographical differences and the line items that are involved in construction costs. Those are the three major decisions that a veterinarian needs to face when they think about a development project.